Hey guys, I'm Akash and welcome to Pabbly. So the topic for today's video is how to add new Zoom registrant to Airtable. Now suppose guys you are using Zoom to conduct some kind of meeting and webinar and you want to add the details of every registrant of this meeting or webinar into Airtable just to maintain a database. Now the manual process of getting the registrant details from Zoom and manually adding that data into Airtable is very much repetitive and time consuming task. So to solve this problem, in this video, I came up with an awesome automation by which whenever a new registrant get added in our Zoom, whenever a new user register for our Zoom meeting or webinar, the details of that very same user is automatically added into our Airtable database as a record. Interesting, right? Now you must be thinking how we are going to do this. So to make this happen, we will be using Pabbly Connect, which is an automation and integration software. Now, what is the actual step-by-step guide to set up this automation and how you can set up this automation by yourself? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on the Pabbly Connect dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you just have to go to your browser and search for pabbly.com/connect. And after reaching to the landing page of Pabbly Connect, by clicking on sign up free, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you already have an account, just click on sign in. So after reaching this dashboard, click on create workflow and give this workflow a name. So I would like to name my workflow as Zoom to Airtable and click on create. Now we can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we can see two different windows. First one is trigger window, second one is action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on. Where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. So the idea here is first we will connect Zoom with Pabbly Connect and get the details or the data of new Zoom registered inside Pabbly Connect. And after that, using Pabbly Connect, we will send that very same data to Airtable. So here in trigger window in choose app, we have to search for Zoom. Select Zoom. And after that in trigger event, we have to select configure webhook. After selecting our trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now we will use this webhook URL to make the connection between Zoom and Pabbly Connect. So just copy the webhook URL from here. After that, we have to go to a Zoom account. So this is the dashboard of my Zoom account. On the left side, we can see there are multiple options over here. And the last option is advanced. Click on advanced. And here, after that, just click on app marketplace. Now here we can see there are various types of app present over here. Out of these, we will select webhook only and click on create. Give this app a name. For example, I'll name this app as Pabbly. Click on create. Now after that, it is asking us some details like company name and email address. So I'll name give the company name as Pabbly. My name is, for example, Akash, and then email address. And after that, it is asking us links, which is an optional field. Just click on continue. And here, basically, we have to create the app or add the features over here. So just click on this, turn on this event subscription button and click on add event subscription. Then we have to give this subscription a name. For example, I am naming it as PC. And then it is asking us event notification endpoint URL. So basically the webhook URL which Pabbly Connect gave us, we just have to copy this webhook URL from here, and here at app marketplace, here we just have to paste this webhook URL over here. After pasting the webhook URL, click on add event, and here you can find that there are lots and lots of events present over here. So we will select meetings, and out in meetings, we will select the event as meeting registrant has been created. Select this event. If you are hosting a webinar and you want to get the details of the data of webinar, just go to the webinar section and select this event over here. Webinar registration has been created. So I'm creating a meeting. So I've selected this event. So after selecting the event, just click on done and click on save. So we have successfully created an event subscription. Click on continue and it is showing us your app is activated on the account. So guys, the step 1 of setting up this automation is now completed. We have successfully connected our Zoom account with Pabbly Connect. Now every time a new registrant will be added inside our Zoom meeting, the details or the data of that very same new registration will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So we just have to do the same. Here in Pabbly Connect, we can see that it is showing us waiting for webhook response, which means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get the new registrant response or the data of newly added registrant from Zoom. So guys, we have to add a new registrant in a meeting in our Zoom account. So we'll get back to a Zoom dashboard, and here you can see I have created or scheduled a meeting named as Developers Conference. Let's open this. So this is the meeting, and this meeting is scheduled at 5 p.m. today on 29th of June. And this is the registration link of this meeting. So by clicking on that link, we will find that the registration page of this meeting is open over here. And guys, one more thing, we will just scroll down and at last we can see registration options, and you can see the edit button in front of registration options. Just click on this edit button and go to questions section, and you can change the questions which are supposed to be in your registration form. So the first name and email address are required, those are mandatory fields. But other than that, I have also asked the last name and phone number with this to this user. So in the registration page, you can see that I'm asking the user their first name, last name, email address and phone number. You can add or subtract the number of questions and change are the questions required or not from here. So basically we just have to enter the details of a new registrant at this very same page. So let me enter the details. For example, the name of the user is Akash Singh. Let's enter the email address. Let's enter the email address once again. And the phone number. Okay, so at this event registration page or meeting registration page, I have entered the details of a dummy user. Let's click on register. Now the registration is completed. This user has successfully registered or added as a registrant in our Zoom meeting named as Developer Conference. And because we have connected Zoom and Pabbly Connect using a webhook URL, the details or the data of this very same new registration will also be captured inside Pabbly Connect. And yes guys, here in Pabbly Connect, we can see that we have received some response over here. And in this response, we will find all the details of that new registration. So we have the name of the meeting over here, Developer Conference. After that, when we will scroll down, we'll find the first name of the registrant, the last name, email address, as well as the phone number which they have entered. So guys, basically we have successfully completed the step 2. In first step, we have connected Zoom with Pabbly Connect, and here in second step, we have received the data of new registrant from Zoom inside Pabbly Connect. Now let's just move to a third and final step. For that, we will scroll down and come to our action window. Now we want to send this very same data to Airtable. So here in choose app, we will search for Airtable. Airtable it is. After that, it is asking us action event. So in action event, we will select create record and click on connect. Select add new connection. So here, basically we have to connect our Airtable account with Pabbly Connect. And to make the connection, we have to get an API key of our Airtable account here. So how we are going to get the API key? So to get the API key, just go to your Airtable account. On the right side, click on this profile option and click on accounts. And on this account page, you can see the API key over here. Just click on it, copy this API key, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here and click on save. Now guys, we can see that our Airtable account is now successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. After making the connection, it is asking us the base ID, that in which base of our Airtable account we want to add this record or add this data. So in the drop down below, you can see all the bases which we have created in Airtable can be seen over here. And the base which we are going to use in this video is named as Zoom registration. Let me open it. So this is the base named as Zoom registration. So we will select this base in Pabbly Connect, Zoom registration. Now after that, it is asking us table name. So in this base, I have only one table named as table 1. So I will select table 1 from here. After selecting the table, all the columns which we have created in this table can be seen over here. first name, last name, email, phone number and meeting. These are the 5 columns I have created in my Airtable base, and you can see all the 5 fields over here. So basically the response or the data which we have received from Zoom inside Pabbly Connect of creating a new webinar registrant or meeting registrant, we have to map that very same data, very same result over here. So first it is asking us first name. So we have received the first name of the registrant from Zoom. So this is the first name. Now we have to map this very same first name over here in the field named as first name. So just click on this field, and from the drop down below, you can see all the responses which we have received from Zoom in our trigger window can be seen over here. And out of all these responses, select the response for first name. And we have mapped the first name. Then we will follow the same process of mapping for last name as well. Click here, from the drop down, select the response for last name. Then the same process for email, we'll map the email from here. Then for phone number. So we have received the response of phone number as well. This is the response, select it. And after that, meeting name too. So we'll just click here and we will select the response for the meeting name from here. So basically all the responses which were required was received from Zoom, and we have mapped all those responses here in these fields. Now after that, it is asking us enable typecasting. So by default it is on false, and we will keep it on false. We won't change it. And simply click on save and send test request. And after clicking on save and send test request, we can see that we have received a response over here. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the data which we have mapped over here is now successfully added as a record in our Airtable database. So let's go back to Airtable. And yes guys, you can see that the very same person, Akash Singh, whose details we have entered while registering a user in our Zoom meeting, the very same person, details of that very same person is now successfully added in Airtable over here. So we have the same name Akash Singh, same email address, same phone number, as well as the same meeting name in which they have registered. So guys, we saw that the automation which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. Now let's just test this automation in real time. For that, we'll go back to a Zoom meeting registration page. Let's go back. And here we will enter the details of a new user and register a new dummy user. For example, this time I'll enter the name as Ashi Rai. I enter the email address. This is the email address. And after that, once again, we have to enter this very same email address. Yes, and the phone number. So we have entered the details of a new dummy user. Click on register. And Ashira is now successfully registered for our Zoom meeting. And because we have created this automation, automatically, instantly, the details of this very same new registrant in our Zoom meeting will be automatically added in our Airtable database. Now you can see that here is the details of that very same person. Ashira, same email address, same phone number and same meeting name. So guys, we have tested this automation in real time, that the automation which we have created is working perfectly fine. So let's get back to Pabbly Connect and understand in brief that what are the steps we followed while setting up this automation. So first, we have created a workflow in Pabbly Connect, and in that workflow in trigger window, we have selected Zoom as our trigger application and configure webhook as trigger event. Then we connected our Zoom account with Pabbly Connect using a webhook URL. After that, we have created or registered a dummy registrant in our Zoom meeting so that we can capture the data of that new registrant adding. And at last, we have sent that very same data to Airtable to add the database or add the details of Zoom registrant in Airtable automatically using this automation. So not just these applications guys, you can connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of this very same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this very same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free.
If you need any kind of help or have any queries, you can ask them on forum.pabbly.com, and you can check Pabbly Connect's pricing at this link. So if this video was helpful to you, you can like this video, don't forget to share it with others, and to keep getting such content on automation and integration, you can subscribe to Pabbly. Thank you, have a nice day.